Hello. I hope you're doing well this morning. Technical difficulties didn't start exactly at 9 a.m. My name is Andrew Hall. Are we going to start off with, I guess I was right? And usually when I'm right, it takes some time to confirm that I'm right. But I mentioned the other day that one of the things that Vladimir Putin, how he can win in the Ukraine is if Republicans get into office and then sabotage Joe Biden and the Democrats assisting Ukraine in their fight against, Russia. I said that just, what was it, Wednesday or Thursday? And what was this? Oh, look at this headline. Defiant U.S. Senator Rand Paul stymies effort to pass $40 billion Ukraine aid bill. Yes, this man right here and his hair. Not the best picture of Rand Paul. I don't know if there is a good picture of Rand Paul. But that's right. Holding up the $40 billion to Ukraine. Now, can you imagine what's going to happen when the Republicans take power next November or next year after the midterm elections? Going to see a lot more of that, everybody. But, I'm going to see if I can share with you this video, a blast from the past. That's what this is, from someone that you'll recognize. And here it is. Here he is talking about Rand Paul.
He has no justification for his objection to having a small nation be part of NATO that is under assault from the Russians. So I repeat again, the senator from Kentucky is now working for Vladimir Putin.
Wow. How about that? Who would have thought that Senator Rand Paul back in 2017 would have been fighting against NATO enlargement? That video has been shared recently, I think about 500,000 times. That's what I saw. And so, yeah, Rand Paul, is he a Russian agent? Or he's probably just a stooge. A helpful idiot that the Russians, that's just helping the Russians. All right, so let's talk about this woman here. Oh, wow. Amy Cook. What can we say about Amy Cook? Well, she's a teacher. She's also a Republican candidate for Oklahoma State Senate. She's a constitutional patriot, a proven fighter, fighting kids, fighting students. She's a seasoned teacher, if that seasoning is Christo-Fascism. She's an Oklahoma and America First, doubling down on insanity. And of course, in case you couldn't have guessed, that she is a Christian. But what else is she? Is she a bully? It seems to be. The link to this story is in the description below, everyone. Here is one of the teachers, one of the students talking about Amy Cook. Durbin, a junior, said the teacher is blurring the line between church and state by sharing her religious and political beliefs at school. We were all yelling to fire her and get her out of the school. The student said students' frustrations came to a head this week after they protested for women's rights. That's for women's rights. The article wasn't well written. I have to tell you this. She said, okay, so here's what the teacher does. Amy Cook, the teacher, went on to say that she was not going to sit here and let these liberal adults condone the violent and evil movement that they were supporting, that the students were supporting. Cook has made several statements and actions make them feel unsafe at school. She has a prayer wall in her room with Bible quotes over it. A teacher has a prayer wall in the classroom? A prayer wall with Bible quotes all over it. Durbin says student put something up about gods and goddesses on the wall, and Cook called unchristian, apparently, in Amy Cook's classroom, everyone. That the person that put it up there should go to hell, Durbin said, and that any student that is gay or any part of the LGBTQ plus community should should burn in hell. Basically, is what she has said to students' faces. Once again, I'm going to say it again for this cheap seats. That this is what Amy Cook is saying to students in her classroom. That any student that is gay or part of the LGBTQ community, well, they're not going to heaven. They're not going to heaven. And this is what happens when you have Christo-Fascists become teachers. They love smiling, don't they? They love to smile as they undermine democracy, as they abuse your children. They love doing that. Cook, it just gets worse, everyone. It just gets worse. Amy Cook is listed as a science teacher at the school's website and has her own website as a 2022 Republican candidate for Oklahoma Senate District 34. Durbin said about 50 students came out on the first day of protest and that the heat is impacting the number of students who are willing to continue to walk out every day. But basically, Cook is telling students, this woman right here, Amy Cook, proud Republican, proud constitutional patriot, which this is the thing, everyone, right? As soon as a Republican says that they are a constitutional patriot, they are neither for the Constitution nor are they a patriot. We just got to look at what do you think? Senator Rand Paul probably considers himself a constitutional patriot too. But what is he? Just a stooge for the Russians and from the oligarchs. All right. So what does Amy Cook actually stand for? I took a look on her website, and you won't find any of this surprising. She is for constitutional freedom, which means basically she's an anti-vaxxer. You can't be forced to inject your body with any substance against your will. And she's not going to stand up. She's going to stand up against tyrannical mandates, forcing vaccines, masks, and oppressing businesses. That's right. Following the science is what Christo-Fascists consider to be oppressive. That's right. Let's see, what else? She is, this is what she has to say for herself. She is a school teacher and a mom. And every day she sees the progressive liberal attack that is trying to tear down our children. The spiritual damage, brainwashing, and political indoctrination must be stopped. Our voices must be heard, and we cannot remain silent. Did you notice that she's a science teacher too? I wonder what she says about evolution. That should scare you. There's nothing else about this woman. And of course, Amy Cook is a proud supporter of the Second Amendment. So she's a gun nut. Our freedoms of Oklahoma, including our right to bear arms, must be protected and must not be infringed. So that means she's against, of course, waiting periods. That means she's against the concept of screening people for mental illness who wants guns, because she wants that Second Amendment not to be abridged whatsoever. Well, however, minor things about the Constitution, like the freedom from religion, right? She's not in support of. Going to check out the chat. I've been very ranty this morning, everyone. Been very ranty. The FFRF is looking into that, the Freedom from Religious Foundation. I do believe they are looking into that, Sean Alexander. Lee Spanner says, forced to sing in high school Christian songs during Christmas only to wind up 60 years later in a Christian-controlled government. Yes. It's I just had a meltdown. I usually wait for the after show to talk about this. But I'm going to talk about it now in the regular shows because it's just you and us talking. But just the thought of my kid, my daughter, going to school in a red state, going to college in a red state. I went on maybe a 5-minute meltdown, tirade, rant right in front of the girlfriend this morning about just the concept that my 17-year-old daughter would go to a red state for college when the Republicans are in power. when Donald J. Trump could become president, in a few years, just sent me into a complete meltdown. Ranted up. It was just, what happened to the video quality? I don't know. Blazing Wizard Pope. It is horrible. That's what it is. It is horrible quality, and I blame it on StreamYard. I'm going to blame this on StreamYard, to tell you the truth. All right, on that note, I'm going to close out early since there is some problem with the video quality. Hopefully the after show will be better. That's going to be on the other channel. Link in the description below. I'm going to close up early, try to pull this all together. And hopefully the video quality will be better in 5 minutes, because that's when the after show starts at 9:15, everyone. Take care.